G'day, I'm Poultry Pete, and today we're going to talk about what do you do if one of your chickens goes clucky or broody, okay? So the days are getting longer, the weather's warming up, and your chickens are laying like crazy, and suddenly you come across a chicken sitting on a mountain of eggs, and she ain't budging. Well, it's because she's gone broody, or what they call clucky. Well, broodiness is caused by a hormone called prolactin, which is produced in the pituitary gland, and it happens after they've laid a clutch of eggs. In the wild, chickens actually lay a small clutch of eggs in a really dark, protected place, after which prolactin kicks in and they get the urge and they sit on the eggs to try and hatch them. So that's what's happening with this little girl, this little Australorp hen over here. So what do you do? Well, there's a number of things you can do. First of all, the problem you've got is that she'll start encouraging all her buddies to go clucky, and that means your egg production drops and they just sit around in the maternity ward. So here's what you got to do. First of all, you've got to remove her from the egg laying area. So put her outside, in with all the other chickens, and don't let her back to the nest. That often works, and it'll kind of get it out of her system so she doesn't want to go clucky anymore. But be warned, cluckies are very determined. And once that prolactin kicks in, they really want to have a brood. So what do you do if that hasn't worked? Well, this sounds cruel, but it's actually not. Get a 2-litre fruit juice container, fill it with water, put it in the freezer, and stick that under her on the nest. That's another way of putting her off wanting to go brooding. Thirdly, if that doesn't work, you can put her into solitary confinement. And what I mean by that is you take her away from all the nice environment with all the straw and all the comfort, and you put her in a metal cage with just food and water, no nest. That's another way of putting her off the cluck as well. But if you want to know what I reckon, if your chickens have gone clucky, why not give them some fertile eggs? Let nature take its course and enjoy the experience of having a clucky hen hatch out a whole lot of chicks. Now, you need a rooster for that. Most people don't have roosters, and most of their eggs are not fertile. So get in contact with a breeder, with a poultry club. You can contact me and we can get some fertile eggs for you to hatch out under your clucky. Question always arises, but what happens if some of them are roosters? We'll take on roosters for you. And there are some different people around the city who are happy to take your roosters. So there you go. That's why chickens go clucky. There's a few little tips as to how to manage it, but for my money, I would let nature do its thing and let them have a family. I'm Poultry Pete. Subscribe to my channel. So much more information that I know will be helpful. See you later.